All right, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be deleting the ABS block on my IS300, basically because it's gigantic, it's in the way, it's useless, and the turbo won't fit. Well, it might fit, but still, it'd be cleaner under the hood to get this out of here. I did some troubleshooting, well, not really troubleshooting, but I did some experimenting. I unplugged the harnesses and the speedometer still works. And I have both relays pulled out of the box, and I've noticed no braking difference whatsoever. So I went ahead and I bought the Chase Bays ABS Delete Kit. I am keeping the OE Master Cylinder and Brake Booster. So today, not really a tutorial, but I'm just gonna show you guys what I'm doing and how to get this thing installed. So let's go. All right, folks, so I went ahead, I removed my battery and my battery tray, 3 10mm bolts. You might have to vacuum out the battery tray. Now I have access to the line that goes down through there. That's good. We have access to all these lines up here. Look how stupid all of this is. In the GS, it was all built into the Master. Anyway, what I'm gonna do now is take the front tires off because I need to access the brake line to undo it. Just a rule of advice for you guys: go to AutoZone or at Advanced Auto Parts and get a 10mm flare nut wrench. Don't try to use a open end wrench because you will round it off. Definitely a tip for you guys. All right, so the next thing I'm doing before I crack these loose, I'm taking a wire brush and I'm just cleaning up the threads, and then I'll get some lubricant and spray it down in there. Let it sit for a minute because it's been 202,000 miles since this has been cracked last, so I'll go ahead and give it a nice clean. All right, so I've started the painfully slow process of emptying the reservoir. I cracked both lines loose. As you can see, they're slowly dripping. I'm scared to push the brakes. I don't know if it would just spray out. I'm trying to hurry up this process a little bit. Anyway, here's my brand new Chase Bays kit. Unfortunately, they don't include any instructions. You have to go on their website to see how to run the proportioning valve. But other than that, it feels like great quality, and it's nice knowing that the hold, instead of doing a flare yourself that is just gonna piss fluid out all over the place. I did read the reviews and they did say this. They don't have caps. They don't include caps for the reservoir. So I had to go to Advanced Auto Parts and get some rubber caps. That way brake fluid doesn't come pouring out. All right, guys, so about an hour's passed, and I've been taking my time, taking some pictures just in case the Chase Bays ends up being a colossal failure. I can always put this back together. So as you can see, I left everything in the clips. That way it's nice and easy to keep track. I got this up. I just pulled this brake line out, and now there is some bend in the lines. You can move them around, which is nice. So I got that. You have to be mindful of this. There's this emissions tube right here. I think it goes to the canister. And it runs in the same line path and clips as the brake line. So be very careful with that. Don't just start cutting your stuff. I need to start working down there and getting those clips undone. And then I can undo the two 10mm flare nuts under the car that go to the two rear brakes. So as you can see, take your time, just be very cautious, be very careful. So far, so good. All right, guys, so I got the lower two things undone. As you can see there, right there. It wasn't too bad. I put some heat on one of them because it just started to pull the whole assembly, and then I was able to crack them loose. I don't know why there's so much fluid coming out. On another note, on the other side of this firewall is a clip holding in the brake lines, unfortunately. So up against the firewall, there's another clip. Damn it, it looks so hard to get to. Once those two finish up draining down below, I'll be able to unsnap them from the clip there on the side, and then I'll just pull it up just like that. As you can see, I have all the other ones out of the way. All right, guys, so the sun's going down and I can barely see anything, but I just want to show you how I have this mocked up right quick. Basically, this side over here that says in is going to go to this port right there on the side of your master cylinder, and then the part that says out is going to go down to that those two bottom flare nuts, and then that takes care of your rear brakes. I'm going to leave it how they have preset right now, the bias valve from Chase Bays. I'm going to hook everything up. I tightened down these connections here. I didn't really crank them down, just go nice and snug. So I'm going to keep going, get a light, see what we can make happen tonight before I get too tired and go in the house. So keep you guys posted. All right, what's up guys? So day 2 on the ABS delete. I got everything installed. Now, like I said earlier, I did not over tighten anything. I just went nice and snug. Didn't have to worry about it over torquing. So this line right here goes right down to the front driver's side caliper. This line right here comes across, as you can see, it goes up and then under the battery tray to the passenger side caliper. And then you have this fitting here that goes to the in of the proportioning valve. And then you have the outside of the proportioning valve and it goes down to the 2 rear caliper lines. Now, right out of the factory, I didn't adjust anything. I left it alone, and the brakes feel absolutely fantastic. I went through 4 bottles of DOT3 brake fluid. I wanted to get all the brake fluid that's old out and fresh brake fluid flowing through. I did have a lot of air through the back right caliper, but I just kept going, let the air come out, and the brakes feel absolutely fantastic. So let's go for a ride. All right, what's up guys? So here I am driving. I'm doing about 25 miles an hour. I'm coming up to a turn, and then I will show you the stopping. Like, it's exactly the same. It feels identical to when the ABS block was installed, which is like one of the big things why I was skeptical for buying this kit. I didn't want the brakes to feel all spongy. I was a little bit concerned about using flex line rather than hard line. But let me tell you something, it has completely surpassed my expectations 100%. The brakes feel amazing. Do I recommend this kit? Absolutely. I'd recommend it to anybody. It's so easy to install. It's so straightforward. The lines are the perfect length. Fittings are perfect. It all feels like great quality. And let me tell you something, after bleeding the brakes, getting fresh fluid through the system, oh my goodness, the stopping is just fantastic. So if you guys want to delete your ABS like I did, definitely go for it. But remember, without ABS, the brakes will lock up if you lose traction. This car is not really a daily driver. It's just kind of a car I take out on weekends. It'll never be driven in the snow. It'll never be driven in the rain. So I really have nothing to worry about. You always need to know that you got to give yourself plenty of stopping room. Even if you have ABS, you never know if the pedal's just going to go to the floor. So always give yourself plenty of stopping room. And like I said, do I recommend it? Absolutely. Chase Bays, guys. Keep doing what you're doing. Excellent kit. Nice job. A little bit pricey, but quality parts don't come at a cheap price. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for some more IS300 videos. Peace.